What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am bringing you guys what is it? It's a wow. Okay, for today's video I'm bringing you guys an update from my 12 pans of Christmas. No, or was it 12 pans of New Year's? It's the project pan that I'm currently doing right now. So if you guys are interested, just keep watching. Okay guys, so today I was definitely not expecting to do a video at all. But I had a really hard day at work and I was in traffic for 2 hours to get home, so I was annoyed and I really wanted to sit down and do some makeup. I ended up doing this eye look after watching a fancy face tutorial. I will try my best to link that up in the cards. If not, I will definitely have it down below. She is one of the YouTubers that I've talked about a good amount on my channel, and I really loved that eye tutorial and I was really inspired, so I went ahead and basically did the same kind of technique but different colors, different palette. I actually used it's here I used one palette and it was my Sugar Pill Pro palette. This is a palette that is in my project pan, so it actually just worked out. I wasn't even thinking about that when I did this look. My inner corner I used a Luxie shadow, and it was this one, and I used Frostbite in my inner corner to get that metallic, in case you were wondering. My lip is Urban Decay's 1995 with my lip liner, my NYX lip liner that's in my project pan, and everything else is pretty basic. Yeah, let's get into the updating, shall we? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go in the same order that I did doing the intro video. So I did all my non-palette items and I went to my palette items. Excuse me. One of my first, well, I don't remember what I did first, but one of my first items was this. It was the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. Now, looking at my camera, it's not really focusing on the gloss. I think the metallic is just doing too much, but the gloss is now down to here. So at the beginning I was all the way up here, so I've definitely done a very good job at panning this. I've been using this every day. I keep it in my book bag, and during work, during school, if I need something as a chapstick, I've literally been using this, and it's been working. Like I said, I've gotten a substantial amount. Like, I went from this to this, so that's a good amount for me in lip gloss. I don't use lip gloss a lot, and so I'm really gonna try and push through to get really close to the end. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it, just because I still have about, like, I would say I still have about 3/4 left to do, but I'm still super excited. I still use it every day, and yeah, I'm excited about that. Next, I went and put in this lip liner from NYX. It's in the shade Nude Pink. I have substantially cut this one down. I will try and do replays of my original footage on the side for you guys, but I've substantially reduced this. I've sharpened this easily like 10, 15, if not 20 times. I have been using this non-stop every day I put makeup on, and I've been putting on makeup on this past month. I put makeup on a lot compared to what I typically do, so I am really excited and I hope to get through this pencil. I will say that this is definitely a more dry formula. So dry formulas are good because I feel as though they help to keep the lip product that you're putting on top really on your lips, but it is harder to actually get through those products. So had this been more of a creamier formula, I think I would have already been finished with the product. But either way, I'm happy to be getting my money's worth. Next, I had the NYX Tame and Fame Brow Pomade. Like I told you guys, I really don't like this brow pomade, and this is the only brow product in my collection currently that I do not like. I have done a really good job at expanding the pan and really reducing... I've done a good job at expanding the pan and really reducing the height around the edges. I don't know if I will be able to finish this just by the look of how much I got out of it now. I think what I might be able to do is kind of finish out that corner and get like a fourth of this done. And then I might throw it in the trash. We'll see. I might keep this and hopefully maybe it'll dry out. It's just, it's too creamy for me. I really don't like how creamy it is. I do currently have it in my brows today and it works, but like 5-6 hours in with this product, my brows are super oily, and they're never oily with any other product, not as much as this. So I really do not like that product per se. Two more non-powder, non-palette items. Good Lord. The next one is the Fenty Beauty Invisiblot powder. I have been using this every day. Oh, I have a better camera, you can see, you guys can actually see. I have a nice dent, but I don't think I'm anywhere near pan. Just looking at the top of the pan, you can see the dip, but you really don't see anything. We'll see. I use this every day to set my entire face other than my under eyes and my concealed areas, but I would love to see some pan. I really would. But if not, I'm happy to know that I've been using this, and I probably will continue to use this because this really works for me all year round, and it does not make me look ashy in my opinion. Last non-palette item is my bronzer from ColourPop, and I'm stupid excited to show you guys that I have pan in this baby. This is my first bronzer that I've ever hit pan in without dropping it first. And I'm so excited. I really do love this bronzer. I have been like forcing myself to go through my other bronzers to see if like I like them now that I have better brushes, but I don't. I only like this one. So I might just go back to using this, but as of right now, I've put it away in my collection and I haven't used it for about a week, maybe two. So I really got down to this baby really quickly, and I was just extending the pan after a while. So that was cool. Next, since this is in my lap, let's just go ahead and talk about the Sugarpill Pro palette. In this palette, I said I wanted to focus on two colors. This one right here, which is Taco, and this one, which is Butter Cupcake. I have used both eyeshadows pretty consistently throughout the month. More consistently, I've been using Taco to set my entire lid. I even used it today to set my lid. I used Butter Cupcake in my crease, the yellow that you guys can see. I used these two colors in my crease as well, and then I used these four colors on my outer upper lid. My lower lash line, I used, what did I use? I used these four again. I used, I think, the blues, and then maybe, yeah, and then I used the two blues. That's it. So I really used almost all of these shadows today in my look except for these two. Yeah, I used 10 of these eyeshadows today in my look alone. And I really have been enjoying this Sugarpill palette. I don't know if I forgot, but I just was not reaching for this for a really long time. And now that I'm slowing down on my makeup purchasing, it's really forcing me and helping me to get more use out of the products that I already purchased. And I really do love this palette, and I purchased it a year ago at this time, so I'm really happy to be getting some more wear out of it. Next is the Ciate London and Chloe Morello palette. I did not touch this palette. I have a lot of palettes in this project pan, and I did not touch this, let alone I have a lot of palettes that I've been trying to review. So basically, I've been using the palettes interchangeably with palettes I've been trying to review on days I don't feel like testing things out, etc, etc. And I just have not gotten to this one. I will probably bring this on my trip this month, so it will be used, but before that trip, I genuinely don't know. Either way, I'm happy that I'm like remembering that I have this, and that was the big thing for me doing this project pan. Next, I have the ABH Modern Renaissance. And at the beginning, I was using this. I was using a lot of these deeper colors to really deepen out my looks. And just in the event that I really didn't feel like doing a really complicated look, I was reaching into this palette to do a really simple, neutral look. But I don't know what happened. I just stopped reaching for it. I still have a mind to hit pan in these, and I think it's gonna be one of these two, which is Love Letter and Cypress Umber. Those are the two that I have the biggest dip in, just because I reached for those to deepen out my outer V's more consistently this month. Next on top was the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. I was saying that I wanted to hit pan on a couple of my favorite shadows, which was this baby right here, and that name is Rich Girl, and then this one right here, which is called Drippin' Diamonds. So I did reach for this palette pretty consistently at the beginning, using those two shades with some of the other like more chocolatey shades as highlighters. I did kind of step away from it, and I haven't used it, I would say, in about a week or so. Am I gonna hit pan? Probably not. Too Faced shadows are very thick, and you really gotta get some depth in, but this was just to force myself to use this palette and realize that as much as I want the gingerbread palette, I don't need it. So I really do, I'm happy that I have this in my collection and that I put this in this project pan as well. Next I have this Z palette. I depotted a lot of my Melt Cosmetics shadows and I put it in the Z palette. And the Z palette that I had in the palette that I had in the project pan was this one on top, which was the Rust palette. I was aiming to hit pan in this baby right here, and that one's name is Antique. I used that to set my lid, and then I also was interested in getting pan in this baby right there, and I believe that one is called Rust. Yep, it is called Rust. As you can see, can we not? You better not fall. As we can see, I did hit pan in Antique, but not in Rust. I'm still using Rust when I'm not doing more colorful looks to be my automatic transition color. And I think I am pretty close to getting pan in that baby, although I'm not pressed to get pan in that one. I'm really happy that I have pan in 2 of these pans from this one palette. Hey guys, so I know I already signed off. I'm probably gonna put this in before I really sign off, but I said in my original intro video that I wanted to go ahead and make this a rolling project pan. I know it's only 2 months, but I want to get used to out of as many products in my collection as I can during these 2 months. I did hit pan in 2 items. I hit pan in my ColourPop bronzer as well as my Beautylicious Bombshell palette. I also hit pan in one of the Melt Rustac shadows. So I actually will just go ahead and throw in 3 products just to really get myself to get even more wear. The first product that I'm gonna throw in there is this. This is my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. I have been using this non-stop since I finished my sample of the Urban Decay Eden eyeshadow primer. I've been forcing myself to use this before I potentially purchased the P. Louise eyeshadow base, because I mean I wanted it to cut my lid, and this is something that I can use to cut my lid. I warm it up on the back of my hand and then I apply it with a brush, and yeah, it really works good in my opinion, and I've been getting a lot of use out of it. I used it today 4 times. I used it to initially prime my eyes, and then I used it to cut my lid. So I really would love to finish this this month. It's not too old, but it's getting up there, and I just want to once again get use out of my products. That's what project panning is for. Next I have this lipstick right here. This is the Milani liquid. Wow, this is the Milani lipstick in Matte Glam. I had this in a previous project when I was only doing my blog, and look at this baby. It's a very short. I don't have very much product. Let me just do this. I don't have very much product at all left, and I just want to put this thing out of its misery. I want this gone by the new year. I don't need it. I don't need it. It's a really good lipstick. This was one of my first lipsticks. I got this one and a darker purple at the exact same time, and this was the one that I gravitated towards more. I was using this basically as like a chapstick. I was wearing it that often. But yeah, I really like this lipstick. I don't have very much left, so I'm aiming to hit pan in this. And because I do so many purple looks, I feel like I can do it. You know what? Let's see what this will look like on top of this Urban Decay liquid lipstick. And it works because I have purple in my outer crease. I was actually going back and forth between the Urban Decay and this to figure out which one I wanted to wear. And I actually like this better. I should have wore this. Anyways, so yeah, this is another product that I would love to get out of my collection. And then last, one of my oldest foundations drugstore wise is this one right here. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. And this is in 112. I've shaken this up today, but I believe I'm somewhere around here when it's not shaken. This is the foundation that I'm wearing currently, and I've been wearing this almost exclusively for a while now. I just want to finish this product. I have been slowly but surely collecting a lot of foundations. They're actually right behind me in that container right there. And I just want to get more use out of my foundations. I've been interested in really being selective and focusing only on medium matte foundations, matte to satin foundations. I don't really like anything else. I don't need full coverage, which is why I don't really like this Estee Lauder foundation. It's too full coverage for me. I don't like it. So a lot of these foundations I'm actually trying to get out of my collection so that I can only have what I like. And although I like this foundation, it's old and it's a little too much coverage, and the undertone isn't the best, so I do have to kind of mix and match to get it to get where I want. And at this point in my makeup journey, I don't feel like I should have to mix and match to make a foundation work. I should just get it going, you know what I mean? So yeah, I hope this video now is how you like it, and let's just go back to the original outro.